Welcome back, folks. This week we pick up where we left off, where we wake up at Chiram Castle. Oh, it's raining again. We were lucky enough to wake up here by ourselves. After waking up and taking in this view one last time, we had breakfast and did some work before heading off to our next place on our Scotland road trip. Check out our last episode to see what we got up to here at Chiram Castle. It was sunny as you like. The van's packed up, so let's go. Driving out from the west side of Scotland, we headed to the mountains after being by the water. Driving in Scotland is just epic. Once you leave the cities, you are treated with so much nature, it's mental. The ever-changing landscape definitely keeps us entertained on the road. It was so quiet where we stayed, and on the drive back, again, we felt like we were the only ones around at points. Absolute bliss. Glenwick Village Hall over there. Check out our last episode to see what facilities they have for you. For our next spot, we chose to be around mountains. A lovely little spot that we found at the foot of Beinn Eighe on the A896. A pretty quiet stretch of road with some incredible views to take in. And this was the view from the van. Not too shabby if you ask me. This little enclave of trees looks perfect for a wild camp. Last time we were here in May 2021 it actually snowed, but no such luck this time. Another spot just to ourselves. From here you can take a number of walks, one being up the mountains and a few across the lands and off into the distance. Just about to head off and the heavens started to open up. It's pretty mad watching the rain from a distance get closer and closer. Oh, me trying to demonstrate it's raining outside. Well done, mate. Once the rain had stopped, we headed out, wrapped up warm for good measure. We were heading down the road towards Lings hut and a waterfall. Just look at that. We are always in awe of the beauty and ruggedness of the Scottish landscape. And there's Lings hut. We thought this was actually a bothy like in Wales where you can just pop in and warm up. So we're off to explore. Ah, no wind. This place is seemingly in the middle of nowhere. Turns out you need to book it, but from looking online it has cooking and sleeping facilities. Would you book to stay out here? It's something that's definitely crossed our minds. Oh, there's the waterfall over there in the distance. Cue Trispin view. Frank never seems to be fazed by ice-cold water. What an absolute geezer he is. And just like that, he needs carrying, as he's picked up a little injury. Nothing too bad though. Sometimes this guy just wants to be treated like a king. We eventually got back to the van, got it ready, and headed on to the next spot on our list. We'd highly recommend staying here. Views are glorious with lots of walks and it's very peaceful too. Wow, we seem to look happy. Remember to smile on B-roll. We had a couple of spots in mind, but found some no overnight parking signs, so we headed to the Beinn Eighe Visitor Centre. Huge gravel car park, free to park, and only one other van. Just the way we like it. We went off for a little explore around the visitor centre. There's a hide open 24 hours a day, and you can spot all sorts of wildlife from there. Now that's pretty awesome. This would definitely not be open 24/7 in England. Then we went to the visitor centre. After that, we headed out for a walk. We thought there was only a couple of walks around the visitor centre, but it turns out there was walks for hours here. We picked up a route that took us through woods and water. See this cute bench on a bridge? We walked a path that took us along the foot of the mountains. Albeit raining, the views were still amazing. This place had a bunch of different walks for all abilities. We have to say Scotland really does cater for the outdoors. The smell of the trees as we were walking was just amazing. With so few people around, probably because it's raining, we were at home. But in all honesty, most places we visited were very quiet. Our only explanation is that there's just so much to see and do and not that many people in comparison. Smiles for miles, but soaked as hell. We'd started, so we carried on as long as we could.
Give us a thumbs up.
Sometimes it's just about getting stuck in and being in the moment. Trust me, on this trip, if we stayed in the van every time it rained, we'd have only left a handful of times. Once we got back, we parked up under this sunshade to keep out of the rain. This was actually bliss. That's it for this episode, gang. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and until next time folks, bye for now.